What's going on, YouTube? Welcome. All right, today we're going to do some kind of experimental breaking in a ladder basketball. So I saw a bunch of YouTube channel. They tried to breaking a football, ladder football, but not basketball. So that's what we're going to do today, breaking the ladder basketball. So over here, I got a bunch of ball. I got the Molten BG 5000. This ball is somewhat broken in. And then I got the Spalding official NBA game ball. This is the old NBA game ball. And then I got the Wilson official NBA game ball. But however, I'm not gonna do this one because this ball is pretty expensive right now. The last time I checked on eBay, it's between like $800 to over $1,000. So I'm not gonna do this ball. I'm gonna naturally break it in. And then we have a well broken in leather basketball, which is the old Molten GL7X. This one's already broken in. It doesn't get any softer or any more broken than this. All right, it's already broken. However, I have the brand new one. So we're gonna try to do this method on this ball, all right? And then the other ball too. So yeah, let's start with the stuff that I have with me right now. So over here I got a pair of glove. I got a pair of glove here, water, brush, towel, cloth towel, drill brush. All right, so this is make the process go faster. Ladder condition, ladder cleaner, and then leather care. So this one is actually the leather care for your car seat. If you have a leather seat car, you spray this and it kind of supposed to, you know, take care of it, but we'll see how it works. So like I told you, this just experiment. I don't know if this thing even gonna work or not. All right, let's start, guys. Let me put my glove on. All right, let's start with this ball. All right, the brand new Molten GL7X. We going to do only the section, not the whole ball, so that that way we can see if there are any changes at all with this. So we're gonna do this section right here, the FIBA approved, and then GL7X. All right. So first thing, I'm gonna kind of scrub with the brush a little bit, so take off some dirt and stuff off of it. So this brush is a horsehair brush, so pretty soft. Actually, let me hit it with the drill. All right, hit with the brush one more time. So I just hit it with the drill. This brush is a little bit tougher, so I want to take off some of the protection film from the factory. Because this ball is new already, so I'm not gonna use the leather cleaner, only for the old one, older ball. So what I'm gonna do, I move on to the next one will be the leather conditioner, all right? So I'm just gonna dab it. Actually, let me put on the cloth. Damn, this thing look like your skeet, bro. All right, so just rub it like that. And then the next thing, we're gonna let it sit for a little bit. All right. Gonna move on to the next ball. I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit, and I'll move on to this ball. This ball is already kind of broken already. This is the BG 5000. All right, so this ball is good. It's already prepped. I'm gonna let it sit. And then now, let's move to this one, all right? The Spalding NBA game ball, all right? The old official game ball of the NBA. Again, brush it off a little bit. I kind of clean it a little bit with my leather cleaner. All right, so most of this ball I will clean them with this stuff right here. So I'm just gonna kind of brush it off a little bit more. All right, so this one I'm gonna put right here on the Swingman logo and the official NBA game ball here. It does have two sides, so I'm gonna leave this one alone and compare how it's going to stack up with the one that go through the process and the one without the process. All right, so all right, just I'm gonna let it sit a little bit for maybe an hour or so. This one is already broken in, so I don't need to put any more conditioner or try to break in because it's already well broken in. However, I'm just gonna show you guys how to clean it. Basically, I would use this one. Is like a microfiber towel, so it's very fine. So I'm gonna use a rougher towel. This one for like a mechanic towel. Basically, just warm water and nothing fancy. Messy over here. That's why you need tray. I got tray here, a plastic tray, so that it's doesn't make too much mess. Right now I'm already making a mess. With this ball, you know, just warm water and you just scrub it with this towel is a little bit rougher material, rougher surface. You know, nothing fancy. You know, scrub it off. You know, all this dirt and stuff on it. All right, so with this one, I'm gonna try to maybe spray it with this car seat, leather car seat care. So let's spray on the different towel. All right, so you guys see it, spray it. Oops. All right, now I'm just gonna buff it. All right, buff the with the towel, just like if you ever shine your own shoe, you know, you buffed it pretty much like this. And yeah, if the ball already broken in, you know, nothing fancy, just basically just water and warm water and towel, just clean it off. You know, it's basically just dirt that's stuck on the ball. You don't need to do anything else. All right, so put a little bit of muscle into it, you know, panel by panel. Dang, it's already look good, bro. Look at this. I mean, if you want later, just let it sit and then just clean again with the towel and water, so kind of take off some of those leather a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna go get the heat gun and kind of try to speed up the process a little bit. All right, be right back. All right, guys, I'm back with the not heat gun. This is a hair dryer. This one is got pretty good heat on it. On YouTube, I see people use the actual heat gun, which is a lot hotter than this. It's just gonna take a little bit longer to dry up the conditioner. All right, let's turn it on and blow dry it. All right, after I did the conditioner, I hit it with the heat gun, probably about a little bit over 5 minutes on each panel. So I only do one panel at a time, and then I reapply it. I reapplied the conditioner again, and then I buffed it, right? I buffed like I did with the shoe shine, basically just like this, for a good another 5 minutes or so for each panel. All right, but with this one, I have to buff it with the drill a couple times because it's brand new. So now I guess it's kind of a wear off a little bit, whatever the film protection they use from the factory. So the next step we're gonna do is use the baseball mud. So in professional baseball, this special mud, they only can find it at certain place. They won't tell you where it is. What it is to make it the leather even softer. All right, they use it on baseball, on football, baseball glove. So right now we're gonna try to use it on the basketball, a leather basketball, to see if it's the process work or not. So the mud is pretty stinky. I don't know where it come from, but it smell. All right. It have a good amount of moisture in there, so I'm not gonna put too much. I'm only gonna do a little bit at a time. Let me put the rack on, so I don't mess up my pan. All right, so just rub it in. Make sure it's evenly. All right. All right, a little bit more. Like I say, I'm only gonna do one panel, just to see if it's work or not. So I won't waste time do all the panel. So what you want is to cover, like this one have the NBA logo. It's almost gone, so I'm just gonna try to cover it until it's disappear. All right. So it's a little bit messy. I did use a good amount of mud. You guys can see it right here. I'm gonna continue with all the basketball. Now let's do this one. Remember, this one is on this panel, the fiber, and then also the white part right here. I really want to see if the color changes on the white part of the molten BG 5000. All right, so same process, maybe a little bit more, a lot more mud. All right, good amount. So this mud cost me what, like a little bit over $30. You know, the cost, like I had to pay for shipping. A little bit more. So the key thing is to make it as evenly as possible. You don't want to overdo it on certain spot and not doing it enough on certain spot. So try to make sure it's evenly spread. Alright guys, I think it's pretty good. Alright, check it out. It's a little bit messy over here, but it's all good. Gonna let it sit again. And now this one is brand new one. Let's see if it's works. So I'm buffed this a couple times already with buff with the towel and also buff with the drill right there. So let's see how it's gonna work on this one. But right now it's still like nothing is happening. So hopefully this mud will, you know, do some kind of magic on it. All right, so I'm gonna let it sit for 24 hours the next day. So tomorrow we're gonna buff the mud out from the ball. Let's see if something happened or not. All right, see you then. All right guys, I am back. It has been over 24 hours and the mud is dry up. It's very cakey, very dry, and it's ready to brush it off. So I'm gonna take these balls upstairs to the sink, clean the mud off, and bring it back down and polish it up and see how it turned out. All right, be right back. All right guys, so it took me almost 30 minutes to clean the mud off the ball, and so what I'm going to do next is to polish off with the brush. This one is a hot brush, so I get a little bit more extra detail on it. All right, guys, I'm done buffing it. Extra dirt off of the ball uh, with the brush. So how did it turn out? Man, I don't think it did much, to be honest with you. All that effort and the time that I put into it, um, because right now it still have a water stain. The color is slightly a little bit darker, but because the water stain. But once it's completely dry, I think it's gonna turn back into the original color. You guys can see it here. This is before, on the other side that I didn't go through the process, and this is the side that it went through the process. I'm surprised to see on the white part there's a BG 5000 logo here. The color didn't change much. It feels the same, like on the side that have been processed and the side didn't get processed. It feel the same, not much different. All right, that's that for the Molten BG 5000, the all leather FIBA Olympic basketball. Let's move on to the Molten GL7X. This one is brand new. Brand new ball. It haven't been played on, so I was hoping that this process will do some kind of a softening the leather, but no, actually nothing. You guys can see here. I think the only thing that I noticed that it did something is this category 7 here. That because I rub off the mud, and that print is also come off with it too. But yeah, compare to the other side, it's nothing, man. It's just feel the same, look the same. Especially the white part. The white part not even change color a bit, nothing. Everything's the same, so this process didn't work. Yeah. So let's move on to the Spalding NBA official game ball. This ball is the older version of the NBA game ball. Right now they're using the Wilson. From what I see, because right now this ball especially, it's soaked up the water a lot more than the rest of the ball. So the color is, I guess it's changes, but it's from the stain. But I doubt that once this leather dry up, man, it's just gonna turn back into the original color. If anything, I feel like getting worse. Yeah, man. So maybe I put some, after this I put a leather conditioner and bring back to life. Hopefully that works. But right now this part, man, it's not looking good. With the mud and all this process, nothing, man. Not getting any better. You guys can see here before and after picture. Yeah, it's not working out, man. Good thing I didn't do with this ball, man. This is the expensive ball, the new Wilson NBA official game ball. This is, I think it's almost there. This ball about 80% broken in already. So yeah, good thing I didn't do it. All right, guys, my final thought. Is this process work? Nope, it's not working, man. It's a waste of time, waste of money. It's a long process. It doesn't work on the basketball. So this process work on the football, but not for the basketball. Especially these are leather basketball, not even composite, full leather basketball. And it's it's different type of basketball. It's like this one have like a tougher texture. This one is already kind of broken in, and this one like a completely different textures, like kind of soft already. So just to the reason I choose these balls, just to see if this process work on certain type of ball, but nothing. You know, all this different type texture leather basketball, and none of them will work. It's not worth it to go through the process, so you know, try to save you guys some time and money, because this thing costs money, man. The leather cleaner, the leather conditioner, and the mud, man, it costs a lot. But yeah, I hope this video find helpful for you guys, those who's curious about this process. All right, so like the video, subscribe if you want to, you don't want to, whatever, man. See you in the next one. Peace. Yeah, baby.